Let's check in on that first alert forecast on this Friday. We've got Jeff Frey with us. And Jeff, we actually are getting a little bit of new information. I don't want to say breaking news, but breaking news about why we could see more snow this winter. And it's all because of a strong El Nino.
Yeah, and the question is where, there's going to be snow and maybe not so much snow this winter across the lower 48, across the United States. So to start talking about snow, let's start talking about first rain, because we've got this deluge of rain to end the drought at the end of October. 8 days of rain, and you see a large area across North Texas got at least 3 or 4 inches, and some areas got close to a foot in that 8-day pattern. But we still have drought problems. We have still extreme drought in parts of Parker County, Tarrant County, up into Denton County as well, and most of the other areas in severe drought. But here's the good news as far as that is that we take a look at next week, there's a good chance of above normal precipitation. When we take a look at 2 weeks from now, there's a good chance of above normal precipitation. And the reason is, I think we're starting to see the El Nino pattern. And what that means is we got warm water off the coast of South America, and it changes the weather pattern for us during the winter. What happens is that the southern jet stream that taps in the Gulf moisture, it tends to ride right over the southern tier of the U.S., including Texas. That increases our rain chances, okay? And this is very similar setup, by the way, to 2015, 2016, which was slightly cooler and slightly wetter, but as far as snow for us, we only got a trace of snow that season. Because when you take a look at the big picture, several El Ninos, especially recently when the waters have been warming, you see where up in the Great Lakes and up to the north, you usually don't see a lot of snow in El Nino winters, but you see a lot of snow in New Mexico, parts of Colorado, and especially in the snowpack of California and some in the Appalachia. But for us, I mean, the closest we've seen an effect from El Nino winters is in the Texas Panhandle, New Mexico, where there will be a good chance of above normal snowfall there, but not necessarily here, though we are forecasting for a wet winter. Let's take a look at current conditions. It's mild out there, 62 degrees. We have the southeast wind kind of holding up temperatures, jacket weather, but very pleasant. Tomorrow morning, instead of the 30s like it was in the middle of the week, we're going to be in the 50s as we start our first weekend of November. It's a nice start in comparison to this ramp up of overnight temperatures. We almost got to freezing on the first day of November. But if you're training for the Dallas Marathon, which we are a proud sponsor, sunrise 7:48, temperatures be by 8 a.m. after the sun is up by 8, 54 degrees, 58 by 9. And the reason I mention this is that if you are training for the marathon, the good news is that we fall back the clock. So if you run in the mornings are going to start earlier on Sunday by an hour, because we're going to fall back those clocks. Hey, by the way, both days for Saturday and Sunday look great. We're going to be in the upper 70s, plenty of sunshine certainly tomorrow, maybe a few clouds on Sunday, and a little breezy, but all in all, great weather, and we are ramping up out of fall weather and more towards late summer. I mean, we got temperatures in the upper 80s Tuesday, Wednesday. These are near record highs, by the way, in store for us. Then a cold front hits. And it's going to bring the first rain in November, which we're talking about next weekend. Now, first off, this front will drop the temperatures into the 70s for highs by the time we get to Thursday. Then we get into the weekend. Friday looks like some clouds, some rain down to the south. As we get into Saturday, the rain coming in from the west. Right now, for what it's worth, it is a week away. A front comes through and gives us our best chance of rain on Sunday, and that might linger into Monday. And that's that outlook that we are expecting more rain next week, because up to then it's looking pretty dry, and it certainly is looking warm with these temperatures in the upper 80s Tuesday and Wednesday before that front and before those rain chances. Stay with us.